YouTube, Facebook. What's going on, everybody? Saturday night, man. What's going on, man? What's popping?
Everything good over here, man. Everything
Y'all know
good.
what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is, man.
Right.
Evo live show, Evo Radio. We bike another night. Thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been all right with, man.
Yes.
Here you go. But don't miss a day, man. Don't miss a day. You know that's how it is. You know that's when you're putting it in. That's when you're grinding. That's when you're working.
Right.
You know that's how things go. But y'all know what time it is. You know, man. I appreciate everybody out there watching. He appreciate them. He appreciate them. I know he do. I promise y'all. They appreciate everybody watching right now. You know, but for the most part, you know, with y'all and they know us. Evo live show, Evo Radio, Teflon Trod. Y'all know what time it is though, man. We on this Black History. First of all, hold up before I go any further. Like I say, man, YouTube live. We shocking the world right now. We on 2 different networks. Soon to be many more, plenty more. I promise y'all, Evo live show real do numbers. I promise y'all. Do not doubt, please. Do not doubt, please. I promise y'all. But anyways, man, for real, Black History. I don't really want to say Black History Month too much. I just want to say Black History. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it is what it is. You know, this when they put up the most time for us to celebrate it. You know, and let what's known be known. You know, let the facts be stated the most. Right. This when everybody, you know, the whole nation come together and put it out. You know what I'm saying? During this month, it's the shortest month. Wow, coincidentally, right. Whatever they say. You know, but. You know, not to get too much into, you know, the political part of it, not to get too much into the racial part of it. You know, it ain't. You know, it's not a real heavy subject that I really weigh a lot of opinion on. Wow. Something like that, like Black History being in February. I mean,
see, to me, like, I don't even like holidays anyways.
Yeah, I do know
so, you know, holidays ain't even a thing for me. Mm-hmm. So, you know, Black History, you know, that never really meant nothing to me because, you know, growing up Haitian, my history was never brought to me or showed to me in school. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know nothing. If it wasn't for my household, I wouldn't know nothing about being a Haitian. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, for the most part, the history wasn't there until I got older and I started seeking and I started looking for my own. You feel me? But that's what it was. That's why I never really cared about Black history because they never talked about my ancestors.
Yeah.
You feel me? They kept that away from me. So it's like, what I hear what y'all talk about. I hear who y'all talk about, but y'all talk about people over here, and y'all talk about people in Africa and stuff. But y'all ain't never seen nothing about Haiti. And if y'all did say something about Haiti, it was briefly.
And you know that, and that's your reason. That's your reason.
That's my reason.
You feel me? Yeah, that's your reason.
Yeah.
That's something you paid attention to. You got your reason for paying attention to something like that growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's your reason. That's how you feel about things. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, everybody got a different look on it. Everybody got a different perspective. Sometimes you just can't be so stuck on what you was taught. That don't necessarily mean it was true. Feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't one of them philosophers or nothing like that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I be believing in little simple things, man. You know, do good and good come back to you. You know what I'm saying? I be believing in simple things. So when it come down to being Black history, I get deeper than what one just simply think Black history. You know what I'm saying? And see, I really. When it comes down to Black history, I look at Evo. You know what I'm saying? History is when you gone. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're history. They don't consider your history as you're still present.
That's right.
So you know what I'm saying? So when you want to build something, you got to build something that's going to live on when you're gone. That's history. You feel me? We got to, when we coming up in Black history, we can't be so much as on the Black history. It's just a lot of Black people. And then you go into statistics into what the Black people lead in the nation in. You know what I'm saying? What's the higher percentage? You feel what I'm saying? I tell you something this morning.
See, but I feel like the information they give you, it'll be the information they want to give you. You feel me? like if you really go down and look deep down and go dig, it don't add up. You feel me? So a lot of times you just have to do your own research instead of just taking
How you
certain
doing,
facts
Sonia Morales? How you
and
doing?
stuff that people say that they have. You feel me?
Yep. That's
I would like to say something on this piece, and also I would like to go to something else after I finish this piece. But I'm going to piggyback on what we're talking about right now is, what black people are at today and statistics and whatnot. We have to always remember that though we were so-called free from slavery, we have not been free from the same oppressors that were responsible for our slavery. Okay, so we're still in a situation where we're following the same rules, laws, and regulations set, therefore, by the same individuals that made sure that we were in line on their plantations, as we have to drive the speed limit, go to the hospitals that are ran and controlled by those individuals, go to the court systems that are ran and controlled by those individuals, the banks, the school systems. Anything that you could think of is ran and controlled by the same individuals. And you need permission by these same individuals. Even if it's a judge in a black coat, he had to fill in some kind of application and get hired on by an institution that was designed by the same individuals that are responsible for the freeing of your enslavement. So at the same time, we have to remember that with that being so, and it is a fact, we haven't had the opportunity to be alone and see what we can do as black people without the foot of the white man or the oppressor on our back. Okay, so we don't know where we would be today without the influence of them, the attack on our community, the killing of our innocent brothers and sisters. We understand that we are at war, and a lot of us, we know it. We know we the underdog, and everywhere we go, it's relevant and it's right there in your face. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be real to ourselves, and it's okay to go to church, and it's okay to believe in Jesus. But at the same time, we must be responsible for our future, because our children are dependent on us.
Mr. Matt, when you give them the truth, just so they can understand the truth. See, I learned this from dealing with our kids. You feel me? Thinking about when I was taught this myself. You feel me? When you give them the truth, you ain't got to give them all of the truth at one time.
You gotta give them something to see.
You feel me? You gotta let that soak in. You gotta let that marinate. You gotta get them. You gotta get them that. You gotta give them that piece.
And you know what?
You feel me?
And you know what? One thing about.
Because see, when you give them a lot at one time, they don't listen.
That's right.
Have you ever understood a conversation after you left the person?
That's right. Well, depending on what that conversation was about. And sometimes, you'll find yourself bopping your head to a rap song, and it's only 3 lines in that song that you actually enjoy. So, it's eat the meat and spit out the bones. And what we try to do is reach minds that haven't been reached, and we have to give it to ourselves blood raw, uncut. We claim and scream that we're bosses and we're running things, but at the same time, we got others outside of ourselves writing our checks that are responsible for the water running into our homes, that are responsible for the land that we are paying rent, on. So we just have to find ourselves in a better position.
Let me go in on that.
We do.
Let me go in on that. See, now like you say, people gotta understand, boy. They go to your pistachio, they bite. Your pistachio bite.
That's right.
You might have seen something about these here last week. What do you think? You eat these?
Yeah.
You want me?
I take a few.
Go ahead, partner.
I take a few.
Hey, listen. See.
Now my wife got me on these.
Some people want to be in control of something, but you gotta understand. There's gonna always be somebody in control of you, no matter what position you in your life. No matter how much money you got, no matter what your position is at your company, no matter what you're doing, you're gonna always answer to somebody else. I mean, it gets simple like what Tico, bro. Everybody answer to Tico. I don't care what business you got, what house you got. You answer to an electric company somewhere. That's somebody who tell you, who run you. When they say pay it, you pay it.
Right.
You know what?
You know what
You like about me, Troy?
That's
Y'all,
insurance.
check this out.
That's whatever, bro. That's
this what he like about me the most. And this is the main reason that I'm here, basically. Because I'm going to tell the truth, all right? I'm going to give it to you raw. And I'm going to tell your kids what they need to know, okay? Education is first, okay? Parents need to be parents, okay? And stop clubbing and doing everything else and putting their money in places that ain't going to benefit their future, okay? We got to keep it real. You know, we cry a lot about what somebody ain't doing for us, but the thing is, we need to think about what we could be doing more for ourselves.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So the reason that I'm here is we must understand that it's going to be up to us to pave our way in this world. You see, and at the same time, I want to be in a position to defend my children. I love my children with all my heart. I do. I really do. I do, and I know I'm American. I know I am an American. Now understand this. I know I am an American, and I'm proud to be an American. But I understand the inception of my coming to an America, and I also understand my position in America and what's happening to me and people that look like me in America. And I understand that there is some confusion. But the point is that this.
You know what?
No, hold on. Let me finish this piece.
Watch this, G-Mac. Watch this.
You gotta let me finish
when
this
you
piece.
say that right there, see, that carries so much weight what he just said. You shouldn't even come with that. You should hold on. Let them hold on for a second.
No.
You know what a moment of silence for? You know what a moment of silence for? To make them remember.
That's right.
What you just said carries so much weight. I'm just being real.
That's right.
What
I
understand. Carries so much weight.
But
you
the
feel
first
what I'm
line
saying?
was
Like, man, sometimes you just gotta get, cause see that right there was so it's so real to me, man. Like,
that's right. Well, it's Black History Month, and one thing what I want to see happen with Black people. I want to see us stop attacking each other. We are not our enemies. You know, we didn't do this to ourselves. We're not the reason that we're
so
underestimated. You know, and that we're underpaid. And we're treated like, still today, 3/5 of a human being in most cases. A lot of us don't like to admit it, but when we get in certain situations, it hits us in our face, and they remind us, you know, where we are. But this isn't. I'm not doing is drawing a line or trying to divide. But what I'm trying to do is tell the truth. So we need the power of, as individuals, as a group of African Americans. We need to own something. We need to have something, y'all. That's all I'm saying. We do. And we spend our money everywhere on Michael Kors, Gucci, and this and that, but this stuff ain't designed and made and created by us. I'm here for Black History Month, and I'm talking to Black people because I like to make history. I'm making history. Evo Radio today, this is history. This is what more of us need to be doing. That's all I'm saying.
Amen,
you see,
brother.
so we have to look at what was already done and capitalize off of it. You know, we understand that America is a capitalist nation, so we must have credit. Credit is very important. You can't be the kind of individual that listen to this rap music and take that stuff to the head and think you're finna walk up to a car lot and buy a Porsche cash. It really don't work like that, and if you do, you stupid. You stupid. It don't work that way. So, you know, we have it's the truth.
Real talk.
Hey. So we just have we have to get ourselves together mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know, and we have to work together and help each other. Instead of pulling each other down, we must build each other up. You know, we already know about Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King. We know what they did, and they did everything in their power to do what they have done to make sure we where we are today. And the reason that we could do what we do today is because of people like those individuals. So
like
we have to take that, you know, seriously and make something out of it, and not just, you know, throw it in the trash and pretend that nothing really happened.
There you go.
You know, I mean, that's why I say I'm proud to be an American. I'm serious. I'm happy to be here. This freedom to even, you know, speak and say what's on my mind. You know, I just wanted to be better, just like everybody else that came before us that spoke out. If you listen, a closed mouth don't get fed. You see what I'm saying? And then we say don't bite the hand that feeds you. Then we all get paid by the oppressors, all of us, even the basketball players, we all get paid by them. And then our thing is don't bite the hand, so we'll never turn our anger out on them because that's the hand that feed us. So we kind of like in checkmate in a sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gotta understand that we in checkmate. You see what I'm saying, in a sense, and figure out a way around that, but not in a way where we trying to go to war. We don't have to do nothing like that. We just need to be smart and use our money with each other and start doing business with Black Boss. Blackboss.com.
Like Black Wall Street, like old Black Wall Street, how that used to be back in the day. You feel me? How all the black people had their own set up where they had their own money running in their own currency, not own currency, but their own money running it within themselves, and you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's right.
So, but nowadays a lot of it's all about competition.
Too much about competition.
It's not about.
And then it be for nothing.
It's about me one upping you. It's about me, like if say I come up with you and I see you doing good after a while.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at you instead of trying to figure out, okay, how can I get equal, or you feel me? How can we make it?
That's called the nigga. That and Sarah Sutton said it. Y'all can Google him. His name is Sarah Sutton said he's a very prolific brother.
You want
to
Google him right now?
Yeah, Sarah Sutton said it.
Now,
he called it. He defined it as nigga writing. We ain't got to Google it right now, but he defined it as nigga writing. All right. So what we have to do is basically stop the nigga making machine, because what has been produced is niggas on the plantation. Okay, so everything that we've gotten from the plantation.
Hey, D. Calico, come on.
This isn't even our language. We have to. Do y'all not understand what's actually taking place? The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, everything that you have is new to you. Even Christmas, Thanksgiving, all this. This is not what you had before you arrived. Okay, though some of us are already here. Some people will argue that fact that there was some of us already here. Though that is a fact. That is a fact. But the point is, the majority of it is said to be coming from, the East, okay, to the wilderness over here in America. So, we just have to understand our inception and the weight that it actually holds. And since it's so heavy, we should be doing more to make ourselves once great again like we once were. We actually were kings and queens, not all of us, but we actually ran the world as black people. Y'all know how exciting that is to know that we ran the world. Look, we trendsetters. Everybody do what we do anyways. So we know for some reason, we be looking like how we at the, because we know we the S, out of everything we do, you know what I'm saying? We the best, you know what I'm saying? And everything. And everybody know that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like how we the best, but we the poets. How we the brokers? How is that happening? You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, it's good to know at one point, we actually ran the world. People came to us for knowledge, education. We need to get back to that point. Like China, people go over there. We need to get ourselves back together.
You know what I think. The remedy, what the medicine may be for us to get down to come to that's an old way. You feel me? See,
right.
What people gotta understand and what people gotta do is, if you're gonna go to something old, you gotta care about the history. See, if you don't care about the history, you ain't gonna want to do what nobody did back then. That's when the history was being made.
That's right.
See, because remember, like you say, unity. Remember the marches. You know what I'm saying? That they used to have to form, and these people used to have to literally use their feet, legs and feet to march, literally. To
bodies
prove a point.
Barricades,
you feel me? To prove a point. And now they won't walk nowhere, but they'll light something. Yeah. You'll see 3 million lights on something. Yeah. And if you ice them, walk to save my life. One damn person, you get 3 million lights, you'll be lucky to get 30 walks.
What happened was, after the assassination of Martin Luther King, when we integrated, that's what happened. See, when we integrated, we felt that the white man's ice was colder and all that stuff. I don't want to really try to say it like that, y'all, because it ain't really like that. But the thing is, we really wanted to be a part of their system. So we gave up everything that we had. You know what I'm saying? Now people are screaming and they want back basically what we actually had. Because we actually had our own banks, our own, school systems. I'm serious. Buses, movie theaters. We had our own stuff. But since, we were basically fresh from out of enslavement, we didn't have like the new updated stuff. So they only allowed us to get like they hand-me-down stuff. So we got like their old school books and textbooks and stuff like that. And our buildings wasn't as nice as theirs because, they kind of like, kind of control like us in a sense. But at the same time, the little stuff that they gave us, we made the best out of it, and they became jealous. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about it because they're going to say I'm romanticizing.
Now listen, and then when you go to, watch the tape. And then, my bad. When you go to history and like inventions, and you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, man, it's so many black people that done invented so many things that are so useful now to the day.
It's not even that it's so useful. like it. I can't remember what movie it is. I think it's Born to Ride. The first chopper, Harley like chopper, motorcycle chopper, was made by a black dude.
Yeah.
You feel me? But people don't even know that. They think because you know so much white
know
people
what they
ride
think,
motorcycles. They think a white dude made the first chopper, but a first black dude fabricated the chopper.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's stuff like little simple things like that you be like, I wouldn't have never thought. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it come to, like, you gotta live your life now, as asking yourself, what would be your legacy? See, that's like the main question from the night, and that's something that, you feel me? When I tell you, everything to me is a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? Addictions, habits. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff like that to me, it's just a mind thing. I think if you don't want to do it, you ain't got to do it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to what would your legacy be, you feel me? That's something that people probably don't really think of too much because everybody just living. Nobody thinking about what they're gonna leave behind. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know why?
Like
That's why death comes as a big shock to them because they're not really thinking. They really just focusing on everything else but.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like earlier, I tapped into our history, but also like touched on the future, like where we should be headed in the future. You know, we have somebody by the name of Philip Emeagwali. He was born in 1954 to the present day. He's a scientist. His major developments is the world's fastest computer. So he's responsible for the world's fastest computer. As an adult, Emeagwali began studying nature, specifically bees. The construction of the honeycomb inspired him to rethink computer processing. In 1989, he put this idea to work using 65,100 processors to invent the world's first supercomputer, able to perform 3.1 calculations per second. Okay, so when we talk about projecting ourselves into the future and what we can do, we're already ahead of the curve because right now we're living in a technology age. So everything right now is ran by computers. Okay, so we got somebody already at the top. The problem that we have is we're divided. We're not united, and we understand some of the things that took place that caused our division. But that's why I say we just got to start loving each other. Tupac talked about it. You know what I'm saying? We even know in our heart, we like each other, but for some reason that nigga that was inbred in us on that plantation is still in us. You see, so when we see each other climbing up out the barrel, we pull each other out. You see what I'm saying? And the problem is niggas really, this ain't even a barrel ain't even our natural habitat. So you want to wonder why niggas is in static mode, niggas is pulling each, because niggas is frightened. Niggas don't even belong in a damn barrel. You see what I'm saying? So, so we have to look at that both ways. So, so we have to just calm down and realize where we at. And I think we don't know where we at, and that's why we get on party mode. We get our money, we gonna spend it, we blowing it without taking that money and buying property, taking that money and putting our children in colleges and making sure we leaving something of value behind. Like seriously, we know we ain't gonna live forever, but we gotta put something on this planet that will live forever. And Evo Radio today that we're able to use, you know what I'm saying, on this internet, it will be here forever. You see, so that's thank the Teflon Tron right there.
And the crazy thing is what they fail to realize is you go to like where all these mansions and everything at. Like you go to their stores and everything, you see how they dress when they go shopping. You wouldn't even know they live in a mansion. You feel me?
That's right.
But then again, their kids are set.
That's right.
You feel me? Their kids are set.
And that's all be really mattering to them.
That's all they care about.
No matter what I got on, no matter what people see, whatever everybody else might think, my kids straight. That's all they really, they take care of that first. Gotta take care of that, man.
I'm telling you, man, right? Because when I used to ride around in like St. Pete Beach and like Palm Harbor, Safety Harbor, all the big man, like in the subdivision and everything.
Yeah.
You see they nice car. They're gonna have a two nice cars and like a family vehicle like a station wagon or a minivan or something like that. But when you see them leaving and going, the way they dress, you wouldn't even know they came from this subdivision. But then you go somewhere in the projects and you go to the corner store, they dress like they just, you feel me?
You basically talking about standards of living, you know what I'm saying? And we know our standards of living are totally backwards. ass backwards. I'm not supposed to curse, but it's totally backwards. You know, so like basically what you're saying is black people living in. You got some black people today in America, in current day 2018, living in the projects but driving a Mercedes Benz.
No, look.
You know what I'm saying?
I learned
things like
being
that.
on that side of
So,
town that a coupe, like a 2-door coupe,
yeah,
is for a female.
yeah.
And because the Benz get the big body and the coupe is for the female. Because when I be on that side, the girls be in the coupe and the dude be in the big body. And I'd be like, why everybody on my side we want to drive coupes then? Like, that would make sense to me.
That's preference. That goes to preference. So you know what I'm saying? That you basically you bought into an idea of reality.
Right.
So everybody have their own. We all own their universe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So below. So you know, it's all good though. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just crazy because at the end of the day, like if you own your own home and you're not like set for yourself comfortably.
Yeah.
I don't see the purpose of wasting and just going out there and trying to live for somebody else's eyes.
Yeah.
Because everybody else because I learned that everybody live for a perspective. Everybody wants people to look at them in a certain view, in a certain way.
That's right.
You feel me?
Nah, everybody want people. Now, see, when it come to that, so you saying everybody want people to see them in a certain way.
Because
okay.
you can want people to see you as you, but somebody else can want
know
people
why I
to see
believe
them
that?
as somebody who got something.
But you know why I believe that?
When they don't really got you.
See,
I
you
wouldn't
got
say everybody,
people
but most
just for
people.
the simple fact of people changing clothes every day, taking a bath every day, because you know people is gonna see you. You want people to see you at your cleanest, at your best, no matter even if you was at work. You
see,
feel
that's
me?
different.
You present yourself in
That's
a
your
in
hygiene
a,
and stuff. That's different.
But no, I'm saying it come all the way around to from speaking on your hygiene to the same way as the life you live.
But this deep though. This dealing with
The life you live.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because what you do,
yeah.
the moves we make, the mistakes we done made, I'm telling y'all right now, you just posted something about mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Your mistakes gonna always be held against you to the day you die.
But you gotta learn from them.
You learn from them.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
See what he just said? Yeah. That's another weight carrying sentence right there. That's another weight carrying.
Yeah.
If you ain't really learning from the mistakes you made, so
That's what makes them mistakes.
Because
Because if you learn from them, it's a lesson.
if you ain't learning
You feel
from
me?
them, that's just the rest of way of life for you.
That's not a way of
just
life for
dumb.
you. You know you're
You're
insane. That's insanity.
You're doing
Because
the same
you-
thing over and over.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You wake up, you're like, let me try this again. Because I know I ran that way, and when I did this, I got popped.
But you know
Okay,
a lot
I'ma
of
it
people do.
again.
You know a lot of people do, especially the black race. A lot of people just do what they seen already been done. You feel me? A lot of us just on repeat from what we seen coming up. Watch the tape. From what we seen coming up, some people daddies, uncles, homeboys, cousins, whatever. A lot of us just on repeat.
It's a repeat.
And it don't even matter.
No,
it don't
it's
even
not.
matter.
It's not a repeat. It's a recycle.
It's a recycle.
You feel me?
And so when you got everybody, when you see wrong, but you repeating it. See me, I ain't intentionally repeating nothing. It just so happened that's how things turned out. I was doing what I was doing. I was slipping. I was messing up. And then when in the end result,
do anybody intentionally try to repeat?
there's nobody right now locked up right now. I promise y'all, in prison or jail, intended on going there. Prison.
No, you got a couple people.
Oh, you got a few on there saying I was
Yeah,
guilty.
couple, no, you got a couple people that
I was
is-
guilty.
yeah.
Whatever. Let's go. How much time? But not it.
Cause you got them people that be like, man, I'm telling you, y'all gonna call the police on me tonight. I'm telling you,
They be serious too.
dead serious, and
Yeah.
then they go to jail for real.
Yeah.
So
What's this right here?
Want to highlight them? You know, we have another inventor that I would like to highlight. Her name is Mary Van Britton Brown. She is no longer with us. Born in 1922 to 1999. Her original invention consisted of peepholes, a camera, monitors, and a two-way microphone. The finishing touch was an alarm button that would, when pressed, would immediately contact the police. Her patent laid the groundwork for the modern closed-circuit television system that is widely used for surveillance, home security systems, push-button alarm triggers, crime prevention, and traffic monitoring. So, basically, if it wasn't for Mary Van Britton Brown, we wouldn't have something called ADT and all these other home security agencies, because she's the one that's responsible for the whole idea of security in the first place. Something as small as a peephole she's responsible for. So whenever you look out of your peephole, you got to thank Mary Van Britton Brown for that hole. Brown. If not, you know, you might be them jack boys. I'm just playing.
Listen. But
That's right.
I promise you,
A renaissance.
when that lady discovered all this different stuff, these different types of things that she ain't have in mind how big it can be right now till today. When I move in an apartment, I might say no, I don't want to move there if it ain't got no peephole. Straight up. But that front door ain't got no peephole.
Listen,
no, I need one of them.
I've stayed in an apartment and I stayed on the second floor and they had no peephole. So when people knock on the door, you know, automatically you like this. Like, damn. Ain't got no side window or nothing. You like,
Nothing.
man, I don't know. I want to answer that. I'm scared. No.
Now we live now. See, we live now. You don't call no phone. You almost don't even knock on doors no more. Knocking on doors almost history.
You call the people and he's
Man,
like, I'm
call
here.
her first or on my side. Man, I sent texts and all. I'm here.
Mhm.
Don't knock on my door.
You know
I don't
what
answer
those
nobody
I hate.
knock on the door. Cause
You know what
nobody
those- you know what
came and
those
knock
I
on my
hate?
door.
What?
I hit the door without the peephole, but with just the glass on top.
Yeah.
It's just ain't even no point. You hear me? They gonna see your whole forehead, bro. Like, oh, I ain't home. I ain't home. I'm straight. I ain't home. For real.
In a situation like that, you can't even come to my house if you call me first, man.
No, man. If you don't,
that's how
why I
you
say-
gonna get to the door. You gotta pay me, nigga.
Man,
you know
listen.
what I'm saying?
That's why I say.
That's
I look
simple
at
as
the
that.
door.
That's just the way things used to be.
Yeah.
I know I'm still like that.
Ain't open no door. I don't know who it is.
Man, don't even come in my neighborhood. I
Thank
don't
you,
know
Miss
who you
Mary.
are. For real, man.
That's right. Wish
For
you was
real.
still with us. For real though.
And like D-Cal goes said,
African-American
history does
woman,
repeat
man.
itself.
Yeah.
Cause we don't watch
African-American
the boys come on the block with the Sonys from when we was kids, and now they still playing. They riding by on 3-wheelers with radios on it and doing all that. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, see what I need to see abolished and gone is bases, man. I don't even understand why. Like, you feel me? That just needs
But
to
you know
die
what?
out, bro. Like,
See, that's a part of Black history.
that's just it's just
They are part of Black history.
It's,
Who? We said?
Bezos.
Crack fiends?
They
yeah.
are part of Black history.
Like we
Man.
don't need that in our like in our society.
You mean
but-
crack fiends? I'm gonna call them bases.
Yeah. Listen,
All right.
it's a Bezos right now doing some real
What you
good
got?
work right now on somebody's something right now. It might be, listen, dark as
Everybody
it is
don't know
outside,
that.
it might be somebody
I
getting their
know.
yard cut right now.
Nah, but no, I understand that they real
With a
people
pair of
and
scissors.
you feel me or whatever. But at the end of the day, like that
So
drug
basically,
need
you
to
trying
be
to say
gone.
bases are necessarily, and that's your word, bases.
Yeah.
You know, that's his word, bases. All right. Remember, that's a crack fiend. So you think bases? You basically just said bases are relevant.
Oh, no, he's saying they
You know what?
necessary.
I'm gonna be real.
Oh, they're relevant.
To be addicted, when you a
They're
Bezos,
relevant to the crack dealer.
Yeah.
that's the only person they really mean something to.
Now watch this.
Supply
Is
and
the
demand.
crack dealer relevant? Is the crack dealer relevant? The crack dealer created the crack fiend, created the basis. So if you got crack fiend bases in your family, and if they lost anything due to the crack usage, then we have to put the blame on the seller, which is the dope dealer. You see?
Listen,
look at all the dope dealers. Like, wait a minute.
listen.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
All the dope dealers. Like,
This
wait a
what I-
minute.
Oh, I don't sell
This
crack.
what
I
I
was just
say.
saying
This
that's
what I
what they
say to
said.
that. This what I say to that. everybody doing what they're doing at
It's
free
illegal,
will.
man.
Everybody doing what they're doing
For a
at free
reason.
will, no matter what bad it is. You know, some people stuck, can't leave it alone. Rather is using a drug. Rather is making money. They send you to DACO for being addicted to hustling.
Who?
DACO. See, they'll feel like you addicted to hustling or making fast money.
Watch this.
They'll say you got a problem.
Before
You
I
ain't
had an
gotta be
addiction,
using it.
before I had an addiction
Don't
to
lie to the
alcohol, I never had an urge or a need for it. Before I had an addiction to marijuana, I never had an urge or a need for it. It was only until I had drinks and drinks and drinks of alcohol and smokes and smokes and smokes of marijuana, and then I became in a position of, captivity by these poisonous things. But at the end of the day, it's a habit that needs to be broken. We have these, because these are the same habits that we don't want to send our children in. Am I right? Because our children are our future, right? But it's okay right now because it's a part of our lifestyle and it's comfortable for us. That's what we want to be right now. But that's we have to begin to think about the future seriously and think about being better individuals. Seriously, let's put ourselves in powerful positions.
There you go. That's another.
Drugs
that's
ain't gonna allow you to
another-
get there.
that's
Alcohol ain't
another
gonna allow you to get
statement.
there. Those are distractions.
That's another statement that you just made.
Facts.
I told you he do his fast. He do his work.
No, that's just everybody know that.
Them white boys be in the room with nothing but
sure
whiskey
me
in their
coming home
glasses,
with stuff like
having great big meetings about money. I'm drinking their ass up. Drinking their butt off.
Yeah, I know.
Listen.
I know, but that's why America today is so unstable. That's exactly why it's in chaos.
Oh yeah, I
You
ain't.
see. So this isn't
I don't
nothing
like
similar
drinking.
to nothing close to a perfect society.
I
Which
don't
perfect
like
isn't
drinking.
possible, but still, we need to get closer and do better. Obviously, this horse ain't riding right. We got to fix it.
See, I want to know simple things like this. To get in one's mind, it start with a young age.
That's right.
Listen, grown people don't change often.
That's right.
When you turn grown and you start living in your ways, you stuck. That's how you live. That's why a lot of us ain't gonna turn out to be rich. Because you ain't never lived rich. You came up the way you came up, so that's all you know how to
Can't
live.
say, but in real talk,
Listen, when people get stuck in their ways, it's hard to change them. So you got to grab a person when they are youngin', man. You got to get them when they before pre-teens.
I hope the babies listen.
You feel me? If they ain't the parents, it ain't on the baby. The babies ain't gotta listen. It's all on the parent. But too many parents these days, they want to be friends first. They want to be parents. They want to be parents. If, well, they better not put their hand on my son. Now, now you the mama.
See what it is. This what it is. A lot of parents nowadays grew up with that mentality. I ain't gonna do my kids like my mama and my daddy did me.
That's right.
But then again, they forgot when they got older. You still remember how you was as an adolescent. But then again, you still have to be an adult and make the rational decision that an adult make. You won't take off like your parents used to take off. But then again, you can sit down and talk to your kids like, you feel me, like, I understand because I've been through that, and talk to them and tell them what you went through so you can show them what you went through, or let them see the similarities or whatever so they can know that you've been down that road.
Watch this. I feel that, and that's true. That's real talk.
Because a lot of parents will take off. They see their kids doing something they used to do, and they're down there and kill them.
I think about when my mama might have took off on me. My mama took off on me because she was dead right about what she thought. You be like, man, one more tripping, Bo, cause you was skipping school for real, and mama just felt it. Mama be believing auntie them cause they say they seen me skipping school. Auntie them did see you. Auntie them saw you. You was skipping school. What you talking about mama tripping for? Man, you got to eat, man. They get their kids options. You want to go to school today? See, when they grow up like that, they grow up into a corrupt mind, as in like.
You can't say that.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
You can't
not all
say
the
that.
time.
You can't
No,
say that.
nothing that when you speak on how people living, everything is split up
Let me tell you something.
between everybody. So you can't really state facts.
There's no lifestyle guaranteed to make 100% of the people in that lifestyle good people. You feel me? Everybody that's living that lifestyle could say they live in that lifestyle, but for real, you feel me?
Yeah.
Who they are deep down inside is not, you know. So these people can go to church. Some of them will turn out good, and the rest of them will turn out worse.
Yeah.
And these people can come from the hood and just come from the hood. They want to strive for the best, and they'll make it and do. You know.
Listen,
So
because
it's
when
like,
they start striving for the best, when they start striving for the best, they get locked in.
Because
they get locked in.
Look. With my job, I notice when the folk from the kids from the rich neighborhood, they mess up more because they have more of a cushion to catch them and stuff like that. You in the hood, you mess up a few times, you know, you try your hardest. That's why they're running from the police was such a big thing.
Guess what? And that's not all the time neither. That's not in every case neither.
You're right. That's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Not every lifestyle, not every living situation is guaranteed to make, you feel me, everybody good or bad. Like, it's always gonna be a mix. It's always gonna be either people fighting to get out or people messing up and messing they good, the best of their situation. So
it's all about being influenced.
Life.
That's what I want to ask you, Mike. Mr. Mike came to spend time with us. Appreciate it.
That's right.
We appreciate it. That's what I want to ask G Mike. Is it about the influences? The influences. That's what's taking over, taking control of everything, everybody, influences. What it's gonna take for the influence to be something good, something positive, so our kids can learn from it. Some of us that slipped up, still got a little time left to recover, we can learn from it. Whoever want to take heed from whatever's going on, that it's got to be something good that's gonna make everybody say, I wanna switch up on. If I'm messed up in some point of my life or whatever, I know, because you can't never lie to yourself. Yourself know what's really going on in your life. So you saying to yourself, I want to change this up in my life. I want to do this, so I'm gonna do this, like this, because I'm influenced. That's inspiring me. See, the influence, being influenced by, that's almost what's wrong with everything. Everybody influenced by the wrong.
See, and you know, crazy thing about
individual.
It. You know, see, but look, the Bible always says
this is a God.
Don't worship any idols, right?
This is a God to some people.
We have
a God.
We have American idols. People put posters on their wall. People, you feel me, look at other people not knowing, because my thing is, you look at somebody and you look at the lifestyle they live in not knowing who they are, right? And then you want to be that person, right? And then you're looking at that person, you really want to be them and live that lifestyle that they're living, but you don't even know,
Yeah. Well, it's like this, right? To piggyback on what you're saying, because you asked me the question, right? So it's like this. Basically, it's about development, what you want to develop, right? So we understand that we admire people like scientists and doctors and lawyers and veterinarians and whatnot. And how do you develop this in your household with your child is to expose them. So exposure is key. Okay, a lot of us, drank and all this other stuff because we was exposed to these kind of things, okay? So exposure is key. So, games, I'm going to go to the definition of games. So one thing we got to do is expose our children, our kids, our loved ones to things that's going to be beneficial to them other than things that are not. So I'm going to give you the definition, some of the synonyms of game and exactly what it is and how it's hurting our children. Because game, one of the synonyms is entertainment. Another is amusement. Another is distraction. Another is recreation. Another is advertisement. Another is diversion. And these words basically mean the same thing. It means a distraction. It means to do something that isn't going to be beneficial to something productive in your life. Okay? You can play games and you're the best boxer, but actually what does being the best boxer prove what does it do for civilization? You see, so when we speak of Mary, the one that I spoke about earlier, and what she did about the peephole and the security system, now that's something that we can actually talk about, because we can use that. It affects us in our lives, right? Not Mike Tyson. He don't affect us, okay? So we have to understand, some of the things we got to do. So we got to expose our children to museums, take them to see the fossils, let them touch it, let them feel it, give them a one-on-one with some of these artifacts. You know what I'm saying? Make it real for them. We got to stop exposing them to things that we know that's ill for them, like alcohol that we may use in front of them, or smoke, even if it's a cigarette or Black and Mild or whatever you want to call it in front of them. These are things that are bad for them, honestly. Yeah. And it's hard, but we got to make a sacrifice, y'all. We got to make a say. It's hard for us to say, you know what, man, this is my cigarette. This is what I normally smoke in my car. Y'all ain't finna wait till y'all get out to smoke, this and that. But you know what, your children is now inhaling that second-hand, cancer. That long, so what they call it? Second-hand smoke? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, which they say it could be worse than the first-hand smoke. So, we hurting our children long, man. You know what I'm saying? These is our loved ones, and also the future. We can't let all bad habits hurt them.
Now, see,
we can't do that, y'all. Let's expose them to the right things and take them away from the wrong things, and show them a different way by our actions versus what we say. It ain't what you say. The proof is in your pudding. If you believe in God, God don't care what you say. He's looking at your actions. Truth. Don't care what you said. Looking at your action. I don't care what my child say. Dude, I got on the roll. I don't care what you say. I want to see that report card. I don't care what you said. Right. I want to see the report card. Okay, because the proof is in the pudding.
That's all it is.
So if we want to really, make something happen and do something to for ourselves and go into the future with a better position, then we're going to have to make some extreme changes. They say if you want something you never had, you got to do something you never did. I know a lot of niggas jumping off the porch. Niggas, niggas getting that drop off. Niggas, they old now, He never did it before, but he on the curb now, slinging them stones for the first time. And he liking it. Some of them ain't liking it. You see? So, we got to take our children away from that, though. See?
I ain't gonna lie.
But see, it's a real thing. I said it because it's a real thing, but it ain't the right thing, y'all.
No, but I'm saying it wasn't funny.
He got the ambition and the heart of a hustler. He want to get out there and make his own money. But he's doing it in the wrong way. See? He a hustler. He's a businessman. That's a businessman.
That's a businessman.
That's an entrepreneur.
Hey. I always believe that, you know what I'm saying?
We just got to put the right stuff in their hands.
Because everybody spend money. All businesses do. So, so when you take that mindset and you present it to the world, that's when you do that, you're supposed to take off from there. You're supposed to take off from there. Whatever you got, whatever come from you thinking in a business aspect from it, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to take that right there and punch it. You're supposed to punch the gas from right there. Say, okay, this what I'm gonna do from this. This what I'm gonna do from that. Because if not, I promise, 4, 5 years later, 10 years later, you stuck in the same position you was in when you were thinking about doing something.
That's right.
You ain't made no attempt to be no part of history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just like okay, the Rays moving out of St. Pete. The Rays coming to Evo City. As a business mind, off rip, I wasn't thinking about money. But I ain't thinking about selling those drugs. I ain't thinking about booming the workers. I ain't thinking about catching the tours. I'm thinking about how can I get in on this and get some of this clean, legal business money.
That's right.
Advertising.
That's right.
Can we get Evo posted on the home run wall out there?
That's right.
Can I have a flyer? Can I have a banner in? I want to know if that's in 2020. I got 2 years to work on that. That's where my mind goes.
That's right. That's right. See, if you're looking for a reaction, you got to make an action. For every action, there must be a reaction. For every reaction, there must be an action. So you gotta. If you want something, you gotta do something. So if you at home and you saying, you know what, I like what these brothers talking about. I hear a lot of good things. I want to use some of this information in my life. You know what I'm saying, and make something happen. If that's you, you're gonna have to get up off the couch Do something you never did. Get somewhere you
It's
never been.
easy.
And put some applications in.
It's easy.
Start at the bottom. It might be entry level as you got some skill. But go ahead and put yourself in the door and do something for yourself. And if you got babies, you're doing it for them.
Right.
Do it for them babies.
Right.
Do it for them babies.
Life's-
Don't sit back and say you can't do it. Keep going.
Hey.
I know it's hard.
Life's so much about our kids.
No,
You know-
no, a lot of because a lot of people, now I ain't gonna say female, a lot of people life ain't even about their kids. Dang,
Listen.
that case tough.
Listen, I think a lot of people's life ain't. It's
No, it ain't.
supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but it ain't. A lot of people's life ain't all about their kids now. Some people so enthused and man, listen, I ain't even finna get into that. I ain't even gonna get all into that, man, cause you know what I'm saying. My mama might be watching, so I'm gonna stay away from that field. You feel me?
Yeah.
But so many people sell their soul.
Yeah.
It used to be for money. Now all they need is a like, a view. All they want is a view. They don't even, you ain't gotta pay them no more. Just see them. So okay, so how you catch a wave of that? You want to make history. You catch a wave of that. See, I think Evo gonna be so much on. We gonna catch every wave, no matter when. Rather it's me or who behind me. Can't make history because you're still in the present.
Don't give out all your plans. Don't give out all your plans on the album, man. You never know who out there watching, man.
Hey, you ain't lying, but boy,
You
listen.
never know who out there
It's just so simple. It's just that thought process so easy. You know what I'm saying? It's just
That's
all
to you,
about when
though.
you
That's to
doing
you,
things.
though.
Yeah,
That's to you, though.
it can be hard. It could be hard for some, but see, we gotta figure out. You know, people gotta figure out what their legacy gonna be.
That's right.
You know, as a black person, as a black business owner, as a black entertainer, whatever you going,
That's right.
black entry level, working at a hotel, cleaning rooms, working at a restaurant, whatever
Basically,
you do.
everybody know how to do something.
Somebody
Whatever you know
just
how to do
listen.
it, you
A
good
burger
at. Take
flipper.
that and make a business.
A
out
burger
of it.
flipper just made history. It was easy. She just caught the Seminole Heights killer. She was flipping burgers. That's gonna be talked about for a long time. I promise you, way before our time.
But
She
she ain't want
made
no
history.
burger flip. She magic.
She done flipped some burgers though.
Yeah.
She probably was flipping the one thing
I
about
was- I used to
McDonald's
be a
manager.
burger
You think that-
McDonald's
Yeah,
manager
yeah.
don't. McDonald's
Oh,
manager don't
she
even
end up
fake the
flipping
phone.
them too,
They
though. I
flip
know
them,
she
boy,
flip
yeah.
them every now and then.
They were flipping
when
burgers
somebody
and
come in
then
late
turned
or
into a
something.
straight history maker.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
But you really gotta be on some. You know, I just want to stand out, or you gotta really. It gotta be from the heart. That's how you make history. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing from the heart, if it ain't nothing pure, it ain't. First of all, it ain't gonna be a big impact like that, cause it ain't genuine.
That's right.
No, it's gonna come and go.
It's gonna come and go.
It's gonna.
That's why I say they gonna make a big empire. See, you know, come and go don't make no big empire. But to come and to stand strong for a long time, when people don't see no fading away, that's when you got to start saying, how important am I to the human race, to my kids, to my job, to the people I'm around? You got to start saying to yourself, how important am I? Then that's what make you do something powerful, do something strong.
And the changes that you make, they're not only going to impact your life in the positive, but it's going to impact everybody around you.
There you go.
Everybody around you. So
There you
when I
go.
spoke earlier about, getting rid of some of those bad habits will be erased if you make up your mind and make up your mind and say to yourself that you're going to do this and you're going to stick with it. And ain't nothing going to stop you because this matters to you. Because you have a future. You are somebody. And you have a point that you want to prove. Not to nobody else other than yourself. Because at the end of the day, we all are looking for self-gratification. We want to look in the mirror and look at that reflection that's looking back at us and be satisfied with that individual and say, you know what, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Look at you, man. You really did something with yourself. You really did something with yourself. Because at some time, points in our life, we all go through points in our life where we want to give up. You know what I'm saying? No matter what we engage in, we go through points where we want to give up. But what separates the strong from the weak is those that continue to fight. We continue to fight. You know, to give up and to show weakness is a coward mentality. And if you have a coward mentality, that's suicidal. There's no point else to live. You see? So we have to stand on our feet rather than to bow on our knees or be on our knees, you know, with our hand out. We got to be men, we got to be women, we got to be responsible, we got to be mature, we got to be dedicated to our responsibilities, and we got to understand if we're not and we don't stick to them, if we're not disciplined, we can't teach discipline. You see? So in order for us to fulfill our dreams and leave a reality for our children, somewhere that they safe and got what they need, their basic necessities and more, we're gonna have to put in some work. You know, it's 2018. It's Black History Month. You know, we got 1 month. It's the shortest month out of the 12 months. But you know, just like I told my brother last night, you know, in my household, you know, Black History Month ain't just February. It's every month.
Every month.
Every month. Every month we're trying to do something prolific. Every month we're trying to invent and come up with something, using new ideas. Like that's all. This radio show is about as well.
Yeah.
You know, where you can come and expand on your ideas and ask questions and get a response and see what other people think about it. These are big deal. This is a big deal.
Listen. With that being said, y'all know what time it is, man. We're coming up on our time to go and call this one here a done night, a successful show, man. Cause you know, like I say, when you give them the truth, you don't want to give them too much. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them something to think about. You got to give them something to remember you just said. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's all it is, man. We ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, come at them too heavy. You know, just to enrich them a little bit on what some people may not know.
That's right.
The things you pointed out, I didn't know.
That's right.
I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I will never forget that. Same thing. No matter who watching, appreciate you.
D. Calico,
No
he
matter
said
who
my
gonna
people
see.
die from a lack of knowledge.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's true, because there's a lot of people who lost their life or just fell short
true.
because the knowledge that they were supposed to have or that they needed, it wasn't even offered or given to them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or they didn't even search it for that fact.
That's so true, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all already know, man. But for real, man, Gary Mike, G Mike,
That's right.
I really, man, appreciate you coming
Appreciate
through.
you, homie.
That's
For real,
right.
bro.
Appreciate the audience,
For real,
the
man.
fan base.
Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned. Subscribe, hit the like button,
Y'all know
share.
what time it is. Same way, man. Y'all keep it up, man. Cause listen, if it ain't no y'all, it ain't no us. You know what I'm saying? That's simple as that. But for the meantime, man, love you, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Everybody be